Today we will be discussing sequences of the SQL commands. The basic purpose or the basic reason why we need to have sequences is that basically a sequence helps us to generate or create an auto number field. That is a sequence that or a number value that gets updated every time. So this is the basic purpose of having sequences in the SQL commands or in the SQL language. Now we will see how these sequences are actually created. So for this we have the statement create sequence sequss start with 105, increment by 1 and max value 2000. So basically here, since I want to create a sequence, so first of all I am giving the keyword create over here. Now what I want to create? Here I want to create a sequence. So I will give the keyword sequence. Now here I will mention the name of the sequence. Obviously, just like a view or a table or anything, I need to give a name to the sequence also. Just like we give name to tables, just like we give names to views, similarly we give names to sequences also. So it will have a particular name by which it will be recognized. So this is the name that we give here. In this case we have given the name sequss. So this is the sequence name. Now this sequence has to be started with a particular number. So this particular number is, in my case, I have said that start my sequence with 105 or 105. And then keep on increment. Every time that sequence is called, keep on incrementing that sequence number with a value 1. That is, it is starting with 105. The first time it will be called, it will start with the value 105. The next time it will be called, it will be incremented with the value 1. That means next time it will be called, it will give the value 106, 107 and so on. Up till when? Up till 2000. Why? Because here I have specified that the maximum value should be 2000 for this. So create sequence sequss start with 105. This is the value that I have to start with. Increment by 1. Every time the sequence is called, increment it by 1. So next time it will be 106, the other time it will be 107 and so on, and up till where? Up till 2000. After 2000 it will stop incrementing. That means the maximum value it can take is 2000 and the minimum value that it will take is 105. So this is how we create a sequence in DBMS. So this is how a sequence is created. Now where a sequence will be used, a situation where sequence will be used would be, suppose I have created an employee table. Yes. Now if I say select star from employee, the moment I give the command select star from employee, what will it give me? It will give me a table which will contain all the columns of the employee table or all the records of the employee table. Why? Because I have used star here, which means all the columns or all the records of the employee table will be shown. So what would be the result of this query? The result of this query would be, since these are the attributes or the columns that I have stored in the employee table, these are the total number of attributes or columns that the employee table contains. So the output of running that query which says select star from employee would be This is a hypothetical situation. So the employee table, the output of the query would be like this. A column employee code, values 103, 104. Next column name, values Radha and Rani. Address, New Delhi and Gujarat. So this is the employee table. Now I want that every time I add a new record in this table, say for example a new employee has joined the organization whose name is Ritika and her address is like this. So Ritika from Chandigarh has joined the organization, so it will take the name of the employee and put it over here. It will take the address of the employee and put it over here. But I don't want to take the headache of writing the employee code every time I enter a new employee or every time I enter a new record inside the employee table. Why? Because it is by default that the order in which the employees are joining the organization, their employee code will be provided in the similar order. Right, so I want some mechanism so that by default their employee code is added over here. I don't have to put the employee code on my own. The sequence or the order in which the employees are joining the organization, accordingly I give I assign the employee codes to those employees. The name and address I will take from the employees themselves, and the employee code I want to be generated automatically when I enter the employee's details, that is the employee name and the employee address. So this is where a sequence comes into place. Now keep in mind that as of now the employee table contains just these two records. Employee code 103 having name Radha and address New Delhi. Employee code 104 having name Rani and address Gujarat. Now if a new employee joins the organization, in that case I want the employee code to be automatically generated for that employee. So how will I do that? I will say insert into employee. This is the name of the table. I say insert into employee the values. These are the values. What values do I want to insert in the employee? First of all, I will write the name of the sequence. Comma, ampersand name, comma, ampersand address, and then end it with a semicolon. So this is how I will insert the new employee's details into the employee table. So now what happens is that when this query is executed, first of all I will understand that what is the meaning of this statement. I say insert. Okay, I want to insert some new values in the employee table since a new employee has joined the organization. So what I say insert into what? Into this table, the employee table. Now I want to insert some values. What are those values? For the employee code I say seqss.nextval. That means every time I call this sequence, what is happening? Starting from the minimum value of the sequence, it will automatically keep on incrementing that value. So as of now, the minimum value that I have given is 105. Next, okay, sequence.next value has to be inserted. Next, take the name and put it in the name field. Take the address and put it in the address field. So the output of execution of this query would be, it will say enter the value for name. You will write the name Ritika. See, moment you write Ritika, it stores it into the name variable. Then the next thing it will ask you is that enter the value for address. The moment you write the address like Chandigarh, this value Chandigarh will be stored in the address attribute. So the name will be stored in the name attribute Ritika, and the name variable Ritika, and the address will be stored in the Chandigarh. That is the Chandigarh. What is the value for address? Chandigarh will be stored in the address variable, and seqss, the name of the sequence dot next val, will give the next value for the sequence. So this is the output of the execution of this query. You say insert into employee, what values? Values seqss dot next val, comma, ampersand name, comma, ampersand address. The moment you run this query, the output that you get is, it will say enter the value for name. When it says enter the value for name, you will enter Ritika. Then it is stored in the variable name. Then it will say enter the value for address. The moment you write Chandigarh, Chandigarh will be stored in the variable address. So that means the new employee table will have one more record having the new employee code, the new employee name, and the new employee address. So next time, after inserting these new values into the employee table, now when you run this query, select star from employee. Now you try and run this query. The result or the output that will give you would be a table, employee table having one new record in it. Previously we had okay, I don't remember the name exactly that was used in the first table since it is a hypothetical situation. Previously, the table had records employee code 103, name Rajni, address New Delhi. Employee code 105, name Rani, address Gujarat. Now, the result of the execution of this query gives you a table which contains one more record, that is an additional or a new record. Here you will see that the name which you entered is provided here under the name column. The address that you provided is mentioned over here under the address column. Plus, you did not have to take the headache of writing the employee code again and again, but automatically it incremented the value of the employee code by 1. The previous employee code was 103, 104, and the new one, automatically it has assigned the value 105. That is, a auto number sequence has been generated here. So this is the basic purpose of having a sequence, that you do not have to for the numbers that should be generated automatically or incremented by certain value automatically, you should not take the headache of writing those numbers again and again. Just you write a sequence for generating those codes or those numbers, and every time you call that sequence, those numbers will be automatically generated. Like the case here, 105 was automatically generated after 104, and the values you entered were then written under the specific columns. Under the name column it wrote Ritika, under the address column it wrote Chandigarh, and 105 was automatically generated because you created a sequence for it. So by now you must have understood why we need sequences. Now just in case you want to alter a sequence, now you know how to create a sequence. In case you want to alter a sequence, what you give? You give the alter command. So the name of my sequence is SQSS. So I will say alter what? Alter the sequence. Okay. What is the name of that sequence? SEQSS. That means this is the sequence that I want to alter. Now what alterations or changes I want to make in that? Okay, now I want that the sequence should not be incremented by 1 but by 2. So I will say increment by 2 instead of incrementing by 1. And earlier my max value was 2000. Now I want that the max value should be updated to 3000. That is, up till 3000 I can keep on incrementing by a value of 2. So I say alter. Alter what? Sequence. What is the name of the sequence? SEQSS. What alterations? Now instead of incrementing by 1, increment by 2. And instead of having a maximum value 2000, increment up to a maximum value of 3000. So this is how you alter the sequence. Now just like any other DBMS object, you may want to drop a sequence also. Just in case you feel that this sequence is no longer required, what you do? You say drop. What should I drop? Sequence. And what is the name of that sequence? SEQSS. You just run this query and the sequence will be dropped automatically. So these were the sequences in DBMS.